Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of On the Range Podcast with Hogg Tactical and Kelley Defense. I am Mark Kelley from KelleyDefense.com, and join with me, as always, is my co-host and friend from Warhog.com, Rick Hogg. How's it going, buddy?
Man, Mark, it's going great. Thanks for the intro. Hey, man, we're up bright and early getting this episode done. For a lot of you out there, it's cold and chilly. So, hey, man, stay bundled up. Check on your loved ones, check on the elderly. But thank you for making us part of your day, tuning in. Listen, guys, we're all about trying to make you 1% better every single day. And if you own a firearm, the only way to do that is with the Firearms Training Notebook. 1% better every day. Have a plan to record that data. Have a plan for your live and dry fire training. Make yourself incrementally better. See that improvement across all your firearms, marksmanship, gun handling skills. And it's just a great way to improve your skills and see that progress because, man, there's nothing worse than sitting there going, I'm not seeing nothing. Well, you're not seeing nothing because you don't have a way to track it. So Firearms Training Notebook's a great way. Guys, do us a huge favor. Like, subscribe, leave us a rating, review, all that other good stuff. Swing by our websites, like Mark said, and don't forget ontherangepodcast.com. Newest site. I think we're a couple months into it. So check out your new crew swag, On the Range podcast swag, all the episodes. So just a cool platform to go check out. So appreciate all the support, guys. And yeah, man, that's what we got going on here, buddy. Early bird gets the worm today.
Yeah, man, I like the early ones. You get them out of the way. We get the audio shows out sooner in the day, which is always good for people going to and from work. But yeah, man, we really appreciate everybody attending. Like Rick said, that new ontherangepodcast.com is live, so check that out. But, you know, Rick, there's been a ton of stuff. It's been a content cornucopia since the president has been sworn in, and it's been a lot of fun. But there's also been a lot of things that are going on that people are concerned about. And, you know, frankly, some of the things that they do and do not like, but nothing surprising because everything that we have talked about and everything that's being done by, you know, President Trump and Doge and all these other cats doing these audits for these agencies that are under the executive branch, by the way, plus the pushback, it's all been campaigned on, and it shouldn't be surprising to anybody. Now, one thing I think we can say is that the arguments and the discussions haven't been really policy based. It's been emotionally based. And look, the buyout for some of the, I think it was 60,000, I think took
75,000 took the option.
Okay. It was an 8-month buyout. It was very generous, and it should be enough time for anybody who is a, hard worker, qualified person. And I'm not minimizing the struggle that could come for these folks at all. I'm not minimizing that at all. And I don't like it. However, when we're talking about so far $55 billion being discovered as waste or fraud or abuse, just, that's confirmed. That's confirmed. $55 billion. That's a lot of jack.
Dude, that's huge, right?
Yeah.
And my concerning part as a taxpayer in this constitutional crisis, that'd be the 16th Amendment era that we're having right now, that the Dems, that I'm now calling the Communist Party, all complain about. It's all these power-hungry, money-greedy Dems want that money. They don't want it to be found because they're the ones that know how to milk the system that you, me, and everyone else listening to the show is paying for. So at the end of the day, my hat's off to the Trump administration, man. He is running this time more than I think his, prior administration. It's like a business, man.
Yeah.
He's got the experience, right? Not from the business standpoint, but from just the political standpoint. And it's like, hey, dude, we cannot keep running this business in the red. It doesn't work. And man, Elon's sitting there going through the books, and everyone wants to say, well, we didn't vote for Elon. Dude, it is no different than any other appointee in the federal government, right? So are you going to sit there when the AG puts charges on whoever and go, well, we didn't vote? Shut your mouth, right? Like, these people don't even know that are supposed to be these politicians, how this country runs. But it goes back to, it's amazing. And I'm going to keep going back to the 16th, man, because I think this is going to become a bigger issue than what people think. So 1913, Congress, right? Let that one sink in. So all these cats trying to take your money, take your freedoms, Congress, right? Authorized the income tax under the 16th Amendment, made a constitutional amendment. Think about them apples. God bless, man. What were we thinking back then? But it was, I guess, the playbook. And I'd be curious to go back in history and find out whether it was the Dems, whoever came up with this cockamamie idea, to get money from us, the citizens. We never used to do that before. And I think now it's starting to be proven that they're not good keepers of our dollars.
No.
The only thing they're doing, it's a money laundering deal where we're paying the quote unquote federal government. Where's all this money going? It's going into their hands. So hats off to the Trump administration, man. I mean, they are just out there crushing it. And at the end of the day, the benefit is to us, the American people. So,
yeah. Well, you get audited. I get audited.
yeah.
You know, we have to have an open book when someone comes by and asks.
Show the records.
Exactly. So why in the world? And Kelley Defense and Warhog Tactical are involved in that as well. That's just the way it is. Why isn't that apply to the folks that we elect who are being paid by those tax dollars? It doesn't make any sense. And we've talked about the hill that this Democratic Party wants to die on for getting up there and saying that. You know, it's on the wrong side of what I would say 90% of the country. They do not want wasteful, abusive, fraud spending. They just don't want that stuff. It doesn't make any sense, because if you're going to do that, then just give it back to us.
Yeah. But here's the crazy part, right? Here's the crazy part. The Dems have been doing or been on the platform of needing to clean up the government. Look back at the Clintons, right? I forget the Clinton-Gore administration, what their little buzz term was. Like, so it wasn't quite Doge, but it was something to the same concept. Nobody argued that, right? Oh, we need to cut, all this waste and spending. And dude, it's been going on forever.
Well, that was the last time they even had a balanced budget, was Bill Clinton.
Right. But here's my point is, why is it when a Republican gets in there, the Dems all want to get up in arms, right? When the Dems were doing it, nobody batted an eye at Bill when he was doing all that, right? Trying to do the right thing. Hillary's even said back in the day, we need to boot the illegals out, right? Mm-hmm. Like, now all of a sudden, it's, oh my God, what are you people talking about? Like, no way. So they're out there for themselves. That's the bottom line. And it's a breath of fresh air to have the Trump administration come in, go through the books, audit it, run this country like a business. You run it like a business, dude, we are even going to be more prosperous, more successful. We'll have more money in our pockets. Talking about, hey, man, why can't we find, all this money that we're finding? Where should it go back to? The American people.
Yeah.
Right. like mind blowing.
Yeah.
What a concept, right? Hey, we ripped you off, for lack of better terms. We're going to throw some cash back in your pocket.
I can almost guarantee that at some point that will happen. You will see a paycheck, a reimbursement for wasteful money coming into the taxpayers during probably a pretty lengthy period. They'll have to stop it somewhere. But I think every taxpayer probably that has paid taxes over the last filed taxes over the last couple of years will get a check.
Without a doubt. But here's the thing. No checks will be cut until that whole IRS Social Security system has been cleaned. You look at the number of Americans that the Social Security office is paying out that's over 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
My God, man, I need these people. What are you eating? What lifestyle are you living? Because I need me some of that.
That's
right.
Oh yeah.
It's mind boggling. Like, no one sits there and goes, hey, this guy's 150 years old.
Yeah.
What are we still doing cutting him in check? Right. And then you've got on the backside, all the professional frauders that know how to work the system. Like, there's no checks and balance to that.
Yeah.
So for the Dems to sit there and go, oh, we don't want them peeking at stuff. Oh my God. Access. My man launches freaking rockets. You don't think he's a trustworthy individual for this country?
Yeah. Right? Why is he doing that then? Why are we allowing him to do that?
How about we look in the mirror at some of you cats in Congress, and I don't trust a one of you. There's a handful that I've got personal relationships that I personally know. Yep, they are trying to do the right thing. But as a general whole, dude, that whole institution, sorry, I got no respect for you. Why?
Yeah.
Because you don't show it, and especially the Dem/Communist Party, them cats, worthless, right? They're
Yeah.
they're dying on hills that are so anti-American that it doesn't even, you want a nickel and dime, this, that, the other policies. What? Okay, cool. But dude, they are dying on anti-American hills. Does not make any sense. So,
No. Yeah, it doesn't. And the thing is the American people, and you can see these folks screaming and hollering. And the ones that I've seen, for the most part, you see the radicals. But I don't deny the fact that some people may view things similarly than the radicals, but be a genuine person as far as what they believe in.
mhm.
Well, the problem with this is, and it's not a problem, it's the way it's supposed to work, is the voters vote. The
Mhm.
majority wins on what direction and what policies and what things we like and don't like are voted in,
Mhm.
right? Then the government is just supposed to run it
Yeah.
efficiently and
Yeah.
effectively and implement those things that we are asking for.
Mhm.
That's it. We make the policy and
Yeah.
what direction we want to go in. That's the thing that people are forgetting here. The government shouldn't be deciding what direction we're going in at all. That's the
No.
American people, and the American people have done that, whether you win or lose. The vote and the election is undeniably in favor of Donald Trump.
Mhm.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah. And everything that he campaigned on, he's doing, right?
Yep.
Like this Doge thing and all this, no secrets, right? Didn't
No.
just pop out. But you brought up a great point, Mark. It's so huge. This is the key part that these politicians forget. We, the people, right? It's not about you. Like old Maxine Waters out there running her soup coolers, talking all ignorant and stuff, right? Why are you people voting her in office? Right? What is she doing for you? Nothing. Right? I want somebody up there that's going to represent me. Now I get it, right? The way our system's designed, hey, you got the majority vote. Okay, cool. But it doesn't mean I still can't put my 2 cents forward. But you look at these freaking, communist politicians we have up there, and I'm like, people, why are you voting for this individual? What has Pelosi done for her district in California? Nothing.
Nothing.
She's gotten rich, right? Her pockets are fat off of you. Chuck Schumer, what's that dope done? Nothing. Gotten rich off of you. So just let that sink in. Like I'm not gonna lie, man. I like the young, eager, non-political cats coming in, especially up to Congress, right? I mean, I've got zero political background. Cool. Come on in. Right? Represent me. Represent your people. Because you've got a touch point with reality. And here's the crazy part, man. Donald Trump, my hat's off to him, man. My man's a billionaire, right? He is more in touch with the American people than any of them cats up there on Capitol Hill. I mean, he gets it. And he's like, these are my people. Like
Mhm.
my people. What a concept, right? When was the last time you heard anybody in Congress say my people? You haven't, right? It's all about, hey, shut my people down from speaking because they're going against what I want. Give me my money, right? It's just brutal, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
So I say all that, buddy. Just it's not doom and gloom, right?
No.
But to the American people, we're on a good road, and let us know down in the comments below, what your thoughts are, because I think we're 100% in the right direction, and I think my gut tells me you're going to see the Democratic Party just absolutely crater because they haven't pivoted, dude. They're
No.
still they're dying on these anti-American hills, and the people are done. You
Yeah.
know, the more the truth comes out, dude, they're gonna be like, you savages, you thieves, you liars. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, David Hogg, the vice chair that was elected, he has already been caught up in a scandal where he was, as a member of the Democratic chair, the vice chair, sends out an email indicating that he's collecting money. It seemingly thought for the Democratic Party. No, it was going to his own PAC.
Yeah.
So didn't take long. What, a couple weeks? Unbelievable.
Dude, they're all dirty.
Yeah.
So,
and he's not, you talk about not being elected official. I guess he's elected in his own party, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, before we move on, if you guys and girls are enjoying this content, make sure you go to ontherangepodcast.com and check out the crew membership. If you want some more of it, you want some exclusive content just like this, you go become a crew member. They got the swag, like the hats that Rick and I always wear. We got some other stuff in there. You can check out the old audio shows from the OTR universe. They're all in there. But if you like the crew, you can try it for free. You get the all access package for 2 weeks, or you can become a tier member where you get, not just the group video calls, but our video training catalog and all that stuff. So a lot of good stuff. And it's also a lot of fun.